Hello and welcome to Top 10 Flix. In this video, we'll rank the top 10 Hollywood films that were released in May 2024 on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV Plus, and other streaming services. You should see these top Hollywood comedies, action, and science fiction movies of the year. Let's begin the video now. Number 10. The First Omen. It is a supernatural horror movie that Arasha Stevenson is directing in 2024. It is the follow-up to the horror hit The Omen from 1976 and the sixth film in the Omen trilogy. Margaret, an American girl brought to Rome to work for the church, is the story's heroine. However, after coming across a dark power, Margaret soon begins to question her religion. This makes her question faith, and as a result, she learns about a terrifying scheme to actualize evil. The film tracks Margaret's journey as it grows increasingly complicated as a result of her interactions with different people who encourage her to leave the convent and raise important questions about her beliefs. The film focuses heavily on character development and builds suspense gradually, culminating in a terrifying finale that is consistent with the eerie atmosphere of the original picture. This prequel enhances and complements the mythos of The Omen, taking an inventive yet noble approach to the horror genre. Even though it's not required to watch the first film to appreciate this one, it will enhance the viewing experience. Number 9. Civil War. Alex Garland is the director of this dystopian action thriller from 2024. A group of reporters navigating a post-Civil War America is the main focus of the film. The narrative starts with a group of journalists heading to Washington, D.C. from New York City in order to interview the president before rebel organizations take over the nation's capital. Their journey culminates in a high-stakes assault on the White House and is full of brutal action sequences and moral dilemmas. Amidst the catastrophe, the journalists wrestle with ethical and professional issues as they witness and document the violent implosion of the nation's capital. The entire ensemble of the film is highly remarkable, particularly the parts played by Wagner Moura and Kirsten Dunst. Fans of the genre will find the action scenes and character interactions to be captivating despite the somewhat ordinary plot. All things considered, Garland's direction emphasizes the horrifying and usually unpredictable nature of war reporting, and the film provides an insightful look at a divided America. Number 8. Sting. Kia Rocha-Turner is the director of this 2024 horror thriller. Charlotte, a small girl, is at the core of the story as her pet spider, Sting, grows into a huge, horrifying monster. In the film, Charlotte and her stepfather Ethan navigate their lives in an odd apartment building where Sting begins to draw people in by mimicking their sounds. As Charlotte and Ethan battle the astute and resourceful Sting with the other occupants, the tension builds. While the plot and character development are passable, what really holds your attention are the creature effects and the acting from the performers. Even though the picture has a conventional plot, its memorable suspenseful scenes and graphic visual effects set it apart from other creature feature films. Number 7. Alienoid. The Return to the Future. This sci-fi action movie from 2024 is a follow-up to Choi Dong-hoon's Alienoid *. The epic conflict between humans and aliens is the subject of the movie. In order to stop an alien invasion, the plot has protagonists journey through various eras, delving into the ideas of time travel and interdimensional combat. Kim Woo-bin, Kim Tae-ri, and Ryu Jun-yeol are back in the film, reprising their roles from the previous installment. In order to stop the aliens from altering history and securing their control over the future, the heroes must fight against time in this follow-up to the events of the first film. Action-packed and including a high-stakes element, the plot combines sophisticated strategy, cutting-edge technology, and personal sacrifices. The picture has great performers, a creative premise, and amazing visual effects, but viewers who haven't seen the first movie might find the complex plot hard to follow. The film offers an intriguing blend of dramatic twists and inventive science fiction ideas for fans of this genre, making for an enjoyable sci-fi adventure with clever time travel and strong action. Number 6. The Last Stop in Yuma County. Francis Galuppi is the director of this murder thriller from 2023. The protagonist of the tale is a traveling salesman for knives who becomes stranded at a remote rest area in Yuma County, the remote desert of Arizona. He witnesses an aggressive kidnapping plot, orchestrated by two robbers looking for cover while he waits for the next vehicle. The novel looks at the tension and increasing violence as several characters interact in a way that gets scarier and more deadly, such as the robbers and the people staying at the rest stop. The film's deft use of timing, outstanding performances, especially from Jim Cummings, and capacity to maintain tension throughout are all wonderfully enhanced by the ideal fusion of violent drama and dark humor. Number 5. The Challengers. It is a Luca Guadagnino-directed sports drama movie from 2024. The story centers on Tashi Duncan, a former professional tennis player who went on to become a coach and successfully transform her husband Art into a well-known tennis player. However, Tashi enters Art in the Challenger competition, the lowest division of amateur tennis, when Art's career takes a hit. Here, Art squares up against Patrick, Tashi's ex-boyfriend and one-time closest friend. The narrative explores the complex relationships amongst these three people, including elements of desire, rivalry, and love ties. As the competition progresses, their professional and personal tensions increase, culminating in a high-stakes final match that tests their friendships and aspirations. Zendaya's strong performances and the film's sophisticated portrayal of grown-up concerns within the competitive professional tennis world are major highlights. For aficionados of both genres, the film appeals since it blends romantic suspense and dramatic tension with the emotions of sports. Number 4. Boy Kills World. The film is an action thriller that Moritz Moore directed in 2024. In the movie, Bill Skarsgård plays Boy, a deaf and silent man who sets out on a quest for vengeance after Hilda, the female head of a tyrant's post-apocalyptic household, brutally murders his entire family. Following this, Boy trains under an odd guru to become a lethal weapon of mass murder, driven by an inner voice he gets from a video game he used to enjoy as a child. His journey culminates in a lethal battle during an annual purge, during which he joins a dissident movement and faces the spectral influence of his disobedient younger sister. Action aficionados will be the film's primary audience due to its graphic brutality and impressive martial arts scenes. Number 3. Mother's Instinct, a psychological thriller. Benoit Delhomme is the director. Jessica Chastain and Anne Hathaway play Alice and Celine in the movie, who are close friends and neighbors in 1960s suburban life. After one of their boys perishes in a horrifying accident, their idyllic lives come crashing down, plunging them into a deep well of distrust, dread, and guilt. As the story goes on, Alice's anxiety increases because she believes Celine could endanger her son, who is still alive. The tension between the two women grows until it culminates in a series of violent and deadly incidents. The narrative explores the frailty of human ties under duress, as well as the dark side of parental love. A psychological thriller, Benoit Delhomme is the director. Jessica Chastain and Anne Hathaway play Alice and Celine in the movie, who are close friends and neighbors in 1960s suburban life. After one of their boys perishes in a horrifying accident, their idyllic lives come crashing down, plunging them into a deep well of distrust, dread, and guilt. As the story goes on, Alice's anxiety increases because she believes Celine could endanger her son, who is still alive. The tension between the two women grows until it culminates in a series of violent and deadly incidents. The narrative explores the frailty of human ties under duress, as well as the dark side of parental love. Number 2. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. The film is an action thriller that Guy Ritchie is directing in 2024. During the Second World War in 1939, when Germany was fiercely attacking Britain, the film is set. Winston Churchill decides to form a clandestine combat division to use innovative tactics against the Nazi army as payback. Often referred to be Britain's first black operations group, this unit carries out missions that defy the limits of conventional warfare and operates behind enemy lines. The story revolves around a group of highly skilled warriors who are selected to carry out these covert operations. They use weapons like bows and arrows, along with a number of non-traditional techniques to vanquish the opposition. In addition to Eiza Gonzalez, Henry Golding, Alan Ritchson, and Cary Elwes in supporting parts, Henry Cavill plays the group's leader in the movie. the film blends elements of historical drama with tremendous action to highlight the boldness and ruthlessness of these clandestine warriors. Its magnificent action scenes and tasteful presentation, which keep you captivated from start to finish, are its key highlights. Number 1. The Fall Guy. David Leitch helms this action comedy picture from 2024. In the movie, Ryan Gosling plays expert stuntman Colt Seavers, who returns to the action stunt scene soon after quitting after a near-fatal event. When the lead actor, Tom Ryder, vanishes during the production of a high-profile movie that is being directed by Colt's former lover, Jody Marino, Seavers is shortly called in to carry out the stunts. In addition to performing dangerous stunts for the movie, Colt works to unravel the mystery of Ryder's kidnapping, which is connected to a bigger criminal plot. The film highlights the relationships between the characters by fusing exciting action sequences with romantic and comedic elements, all while focusing on the stunt work that forms the basis for Hollywood action films. Don't miss the very entertaining movie. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe to our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.